Love has a peculiar way of weaving itself into the very fabric of our being. When we look back on those we once held dear, we realize that they were not just chapters in our story, they were the essence of the narrative itself. The laughter, the shared dreams, and the quiet moments of connection became a mirror reflecting who we were at the time. How, then, can we tarnish such a mirror with insults and disdain? Think about it. The person you once loved was someone you chose with your heart. They were not a fleeting moment, but a pivotal piece of your life's puzzle. To speak poorly of them now is to dishonor your own choices, to unravel the very essence of what made you who you are today. Does it not feel like breaking the same vase you once filled with flowers? It is not weakness to hold respect for the past. It is wisdom. Insulting someone you once loved does not diminish them, it diminishes you. Every harsh word uttered against them chips away at the love you once declared, leaving not just their dignity scarred, but your own heart burdened with regret. Let us explore together why honoring those we once loved is not merely an act of kindness, but a profound act of self-respect and spiritual maturity. If love is sacred, then its memory deserves reverence. Let's discover how we can rise above bitterness and embody grace, even when the chapters of love have ended. When we speak of love, we often refer to it as a feeling, a fleeting emotion that sweeps us off our feet. But love is more than just a transient moment in time. It leaves an indelible mark on the soul. The connection that forms between two individuals in love isn't something that can be erased by time, distance, or even hardship. It is etched deeply within, creating a lasting imprint that shapes who we are, how we see the world, and how we interact with those we meet after. This mark, this transformation, is not just of the heart, but of the very core of our being. In every relationship, the exchange of energy between two people is profound. When you love someone, you give them a piece of yourself, whether it's your time, your trust, your vulnerabilities, or your dreams. You become intertwined in a way that transcends the superficial. You begin to see the world through their eyes, and their experiences influence your own. The laughter shared, the tears shed, the quiet moments of understanding, they all contribute to a shared history that remains even when the relationship ends. The truth is, we never truly lose the people we love. A part of them stays with us. It could be the way they made us feel, the lessons we learned from their actions, or the way they challenged us to grow. That connection doesn't simply vanish. It becomes a thread woven into the fabric of our identity. And so, the mark of love persists, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. It can surface in the way we react to others, in the standards we set for future relationships, or even in the quiet moments when we reflect on what once was. This mark is subtle, but it's undeniable. Imagine a situation where the love shared was once intense and deep, yet after time, misunderstandings or hurt led to its dissolution. The memory of that love does not disappear, even though the relationship has ended. That memory may change, distort, or fade, but it will never be entirely erased. The emotions attached to it linger, like a faint fragrance in the air, reminding us of a time when we were vulnerable, open, and connected. This mark can either be a source of bitterness or a catalyst for growth, depending on how we choose to honor it. A person's emotional imprint doesn't simply vanish after a breakup. If you once loved someone, their essence becomes a part of your journey. Even if the love fades or becomes tainted by pain, the experiences you shared with them become invaluable lessons. It is these lessons, positive or negative, that shape the way we approach future relationships, the way we navigate challenges, and the way we express ourselves to the world. The beauty of love's permanent mark is that it teaches us something we would not have learned otherwise about patience, sacrifice, forgiveness, and even resilience. To insult someone you once loved is to disregard the impact they had on your life. It's as though you're trying to erase an essential chapter from the story of who you are. But you cannot simply discard a piece of your history. It is woven into the very essence of your being. That shared past, with its highs and lows, its joys and sorrows, becomes a mosaic that makes you whole. To deny that is to deny the lessons, the growth, and the wisdom that came with it. When we insult those we once loved, we diminish the sacred nature of that connection. We fail to recognize that the love we shared was a powerful force in shaping the trajectory of our lives. Each moment spent together, each exchange of emotion, leaves an indelible print. If we choose to disrespect or speak ill of them, we are not just attacking the other person, we are attacking the transformation they facilitated within us. It is an acknowledgement that the lessons love taught us, even in its imperfection, are worth preserving and honoring, not degrading. Love leaves a permanent mark, not as a reminder of past mistakes, but as a testament to the growth and healing that came from the connection. When we reflect on the love we shared, we should recognize that it was part of our personal evolution. It may have changed us in ways we don't fully understand yet, but those changes are permanent. They are gifts, not burdens. And so as we continue on our journey, it is important to respect that imprint not only for the other person, but for ourselves. We are all shaped by the love we give and receive, and that shape is permanent, whether we acknowledge it or not. Words hold a power that goes far beyond their sound or their meaning. Every word we speak carries a vibration, a frequency that can shape the reality we experience. They are not simply sounds to fill the air, they are tools that mold our environment, our relationships, and our inner worlds. Just as an artist uses a brush to bring a canvas to life, we use our words to bring our life to fruition. Every word spoken, whether in anger, joy, frustration, or love, creates an impression on the world, and that impression eventually reverberates back to us. The words we choose to speak, whether about others, ourselves, or the world around us, carry immense weight. In moments of anger or frustration, we may say things we don't fully mean, but those words have already been released into the universe, and their impact is unavoidable. Words, once spoken, begin to shape the space they inhabit. When we insult someone, especially someone we once loved, we are not simply expressing an emotion in that moment, we are altering the energy around us. The vibration of those words lingers long after the conversation ends, and it affects not just the person on the receiving end, but ourselves as well. Think about the energy that words carry. When we speak words of anger, we don't just pass on negativity to the other person, we bring that negativity into our own lives. The words we speak about someone we once loved are reflected back to us, reinforcing the bitterness and hurt we may feel. The more we repeat negative language, the more it conditions our subconscious to hold on to that negativity, further entangling us in a web of resentment and pain. In this sense, words become a mirror of our inner state, and by insulting someone, we are merely amplifying the hurt within us. Over time, this negative energy will begin to reflect itself in other areas of our lives, impacting the way we view ourselves and others. On the other hand, when we speak with kindness, respect, and understanding, we alter the very fabric of our reality. Words of love and gratitude shift the energy around us, transforming the environment into one of peace and connection. Even if a relationship has ended, the choice to speak kindly, to remember the love shared rather than the hurt, continues to ripple outward, creating an atmosphere that is conducive to healing and growth. The truth is, the language we use has the power to dissolve barriers and build bridges. It has the power to mend wounds, to restore the dignity of a relationship, and to create new pathways for understanding. Consider the profound impact of words spoken in love or gratitude. These words, too, don't just remain in the moment, they shape the future. When we choose to speak highly of those we once loved, we are honoring the past and all the lessons it brought. We acknowledge the positive impact that person had on our lives, which in turn reinforces the love and respect we have for ourselves. This process of speaking with reverence and respect transforms not just the way others perceive us, but the way we perceive ourselves. The more we speak with kindness and understanding, the more we reinforce the belief that we are deserving of love, respect, and happiness. There is also the matter of self-talk. The words we use to describe ourselves, our abilities, and our worth have the power to shape the reality we live in. If we constantly speak to ourselves with criticism, doubt, or negativity, we are building a foundation of self-sabotage. Each negative word strengthens the belief that we are not good enough, that we don't deserve happiness, or that we will never be able to move beyond our past. On the other hand, when we speak words of encouragement, affirmation, and compassion to ourselves, we build the foundation for a life of possibility. By choosing words that empower rather than limit, we create a reality in which we are capable, deserving, and worthy of success and happiness. In relationships, words shape the bond we share with others. The way we speak to those we love can either nurture the connection or sever it. When words of love are spoken, the relationship grows stronger, deeper, and more resilient. In contrast, words of insult, shame, or disregard can wound, sometimes beyond repair. Even in the aftermath of a breakup, the words we use can either offer healing or perpetuate pain. Choosing to speak with kindness about someone you once loved acknowledges their place in your life, even if the relationship no longer exists in its previous form. It's an act of respect, not just for them, but for the love and memories shared, recognizing that they too are a part of your journey. The act of speaking is an act of creation. Every word carries a vibration that has the potential to manifest into the reality we experience. By choosing our words wisely, we not only shape the energy around us, but also shape the course of our own lives. Words are the building blocks of our thoughts, our perceptions, and our experiences. What we say is, in essence, what we create. So when we insult someone we once loved, we are choosing to create a reality filled with negativity, regret, and brokenness. But when we speak words of love, kindness, and respect, we are shaping a reality of healing, understanding, and peace. The choice is ours, and the reality we experience is shaped by the words we choose to speak. Respect is not just an action, it is a reflection of who we are as individuals. How we treat others, especially those we once loved, speaks volumes about our character. It's easy to show respect to those who are kind to us, to those who treat us well and with dignity. But true respect is revealed in how we respond to those who have hurt us, or those who have moved on from our lives. The way we treat those we've shared intimate moments with, and then grown apart from, reveals the depth of our maturity, our self-awareness, and our inner strength. When we truly respect others, it's not about a mere act of politeness or formality. It is about the deep understanding that every person, regardless of their current status in our lives, has value. They once held a place in our hearts, and in doing so, they hold a certain place in our world. To disrespect them, especially through insults or cruelty, not only tarnishes their dignity, but also diminishes our own. It is a reflection of how far we have or have not evolved emotionally and spiritually. The way we behave toward those we once loved speaks to the level of personal growth we have achieved. It reveals whether we have learned from the love we shared and grown wiser, or if we are still trapped in a cycle of bitterness and hurt. In every relationship there are moments of vulnerability, moments of deep connection, and moments of shared dreams. These moments are not easily forgotten. They are the building blocks of who we are. When a relationship ends, and we find ourselves on the other side of love, we can choose to either hold on to the lessons learned, or become resentful of the pain we endured. Choosing respect after a relationship ends speaks to a higher level of emotional intelligence. It reflects the ability to acknowledge that, even though the relationship may have had its flaws, the time spent together was meaningful. It reflects the ability to separate the person's actions from their worth as a human being. It speaks to a place of inner peace, where we realize that hurting someone else only perpetuates our own inner unrest. Respect is also about understanding that the other person has their own journey. They may have been part of your life for a season, but now they are walking a different path, and that path should be respected. When you insult someone you once loved, you are failing to recognize their humanity and their growth. You are denying the fact that they too have learned, suffered, and evolved in their own way. To truly respect another is to honor their past, their struggles, and their personal journey, even if it no longer aligns with your own. It takes maturity to step back and realize that even after a relationship ends, the person has a right to their own life, their own mistakes, and their own future. To insult them is to deny them that right. Furthermore, how we treat others, especially those who were once close to us, is an indication of how we view ourselves. If we harbor resentment or bitterness and let it spill over in the form of insults or harsh words, it reveals an inner conflict. It shows that we have not fully healed, that we have not fully accepted the past for what it was, and that we are still living in the shadow of a bygone chapter. When we choose respect, even in the face of betrayal or disappointment, we are demonstrating strength. We are demonstrating that we are not controlled by our emotions, but that we can rise above them. Respect reflects the emotional maturity it takes to let go of past wounds and move forward in peace. Respect is also a reflection of our self-worth. If we don't respect others, we cannot fully respect ourselves. To speak ill of someone we once loved is to lower our own standards. It shows that we are willing to engage in behavior that diminishes not only the other person, but also ourselves. If we can't show basic human decency toward those who have shared their lives with us, what does that say about the way we view ourselves? On the other hand, when we show respect, we affirm our own integrity. We make a statement that no matter the past, we are committed to acting in a way that reflects the person we aspire to be. This kind of respect is rooted in self-respect, and it elevates our own sense of value and dignity. The impact of respect goes beyond the immediate moment. When we choose respect, we are contributing to the energy around us. Every act of kindness, every word of understanding, ripples outward, creating a culture of empathy and compassion. To disrespect someone, on the other hand, creates an atmosphere of negativity. one that can seep into other areas of our lives and relationships. The energy we put out into the world through our words and actions always returns to us. If we choose to disrespect someone we once loved, we are creating an environment that is filled with discord, not only between us and them, but within ourselves as well. But when we choose respect, we are fostering peace, not just for the other person, but for our own hearts. Respect is a reflection of who we are, what we've learned, and the person we've become. It is not dependent on the other person's actions, but rather on our own ability to rise above hurt and disappointment. By choosing respect, we demonstrate that we are not defined by the pain of the past, but by the grace with which we handle it. Respect reveals the true measure of our character. Memories hold a sacred place in our hearts, for they are the footprints of our past that guide us toward the present and the future. Every memory is a thread in the tapestry of our lives, each one adding depth, color, and meaning to the story we tell ourselves and others. When we look back, we often reflect on the moments that shaped us, the people who walk with us, and the experiences that defined us. These memories are not just fleeting moments in time, they are the essence of who we are, the foundation upon which we build our understanding of love, loss, joy, and pain. To insult someone you once loved is to dishonor those very memories, to erase or invalidate the moments that once held meaning. In every relationship, whether short-lived or lasting, there are moments that stay with us long after the relationship has ended. These memories are like treasures locked in a chest, each one holding a unique lesson, a moment of vulnerability, or a spark of joy that will never fade, no matter the outcome of the relationship. Memories are sacred because they are the essence of connection and acknowledgement of shared moments, of laughter, of deep conversations, of quiet understandings. To disregard these memories through insults or bitterness is to dismiss the sacredness of what was once shared. When we let go of the anger and focus on the beauty that existed, we are honoring those memories, giving them the respect they deserve. One of the most profound aspects of memory is its ability to shape how we see the world. Our past experiences influence our perceptions, our decisions, and the way we navigate relationships. The memories of love and connection we carry with us have a profound impact on how we approach future relationships. They act as a compass, guiding us toward deeper understanding and greater empathy. By disrespecting someone we once loved, we close ourselves off from the lessons these memories have to offer. The bitterness of resentment can cloud the wisdom gained from past experiences, preventing us from evolving. But when we choose to honor the sacredness of our memories, we open ourselves up to the lessons they provide, allowing us to grow and build healthier, more authentic relationships in the future. Every person we encounter leaves a mark on us, and the memories we share with them are often the most significant markers of our personal journey. These memories are not just moments in time, they are emotional touchstones, each one tied to a lesson learned, an emotion felt, or a truth realized. Even after a relationship ends, the person we once loved continues to be part of us, and the memories we shared are an integral part of who we are. They have shaped our understanding of love, trust, and vulnerability. To insult someone we once loved is to dishonor not only them, but also the lessons that these memories have provided. The memories themselves, the beauty and pain intertwined, deserve to be preserved with respect, for they have been instrumental in shaping the person we have become. Memories also have the power to heal. When we are able to look back on a past relationship, not with regret or bitterness, but with gratitude for the time shared, we allow the memories to serve as a source of strength. The love we once felt, the lessons learned, and the growth experienced become the foundation for our personal transformation. Even painful memories, when viewed through the lens of understanding and compassion, can offer healing. They remind us of our resilience, our capacity to love, and our ability to move forward. But when we choose to insult someone from our past, we close off that potential for healing. The healing process is blocked by anger, and the memories, instead of offering wisdom, become a source of continued pain. What is also sacred about memories is the way they live within us. They become part of our inner dialogue, shaping how we perceive ourselves and others. When we honor our memories, especially the ones tied to love and deep connection, we honor our own experiences. They are a reflection of the journey we've walked, and they provide us with the wisdom to move forward with intention and awareness. However, when we insult those we once loved, we distort that inner dialogue. We begin to speak of the past in terms of regret, shame, or bitterness. This distortion of memory poisons our inner narrative, leading us to view ourselves as victims rather than as people who have loved, grown, and learned. In relationships, it is easy to focus on the negative aspects of the past, especially when emotions are raw. We may remember the pain, the misunderstandings, or the times we felt hurt. But it is crucial to remember that memories are not just about the bad moments. They are also about the good times, the laughter, the shared moments of connection, and the understanding that once existed. To insult someone you once loved is to focus solely on the negative, to allow the shadow of pain to overshadow the light of joy that once filled your life. Memories, when viewed holistically, have the power to bring us back to the essence of love, to remind us of the beauty that once was. Every time we reflect on our memories, we are given a choice. We can choose to honor them, to embrace them as sacred, or we can allow them to fester in the shadows, clouded by negativity. The choice is ours. But if we want to move forward with peace, growth, and understanding, we must honor the memories of those we once loved. These memories are sacred, and in doing so, we not only honor the other person, but also ourselves. By choosing respect, we choose to hold these memories in the light, letting them guide us toward a future filled with wisdom, compassion, and love. Love is not merely an emotion or a feeling, it is an extension of the self. It is the way we reach beyond our own boundaries to connect with another, to share a part of who we are. When we love, we offer something of ourselves, our time, our thoughts, our energy, and our heart. To love is to expand beyond our individual existence, to become part of something greater. It is an act of vulnerability, where we open ourselves up to another person in the hopes of creating something beautiful and meaningful. The reason love is an extension of self is because, in its purest form, it originates from within. We cannot truly love another if we do not first love ourselves. Our capacity for love is determined by our relationship with our own identity. When we have a strong sense of self-worth, a deep connection to our own emotions and desires, we are able to extend that love to others in a healthy and authentic way. The love we offer is a reflection of how we view and care for ourselves. If we insult someone we once loved, we are not just dishonoring them, we are dishonoring the love we gave and the part of ourselves that we extended to them. In every relationship we give of ourselves, but we also grow as individuals. The act of loving someone else opens us up to new experiences, new perspectives, and new challenges. It is through love that we often discover parts of ourselves that we never knew existed. The way we love reveals to us our own capacity for compassion, forgiveness, patience, and understanding. By opening ourselves to someone else, we invite new aspects of our own character to come forward. Love, therefore, is not just about the other person, it is about the self, the ongoing discovery of who we are, and how we interact with the world. However, when a relationship ends, it is easy to fall into the trap of viewing love as something that was lost or taken from us. The truth is, love never leaves us, it only changes form. Love remains a part of us, and the lessons it brought continue to shape our understanding of who we are. When we insult someone we once loved, we are denying the very essence of that love, denying its significance and its role in our growth. Instead of holding on to the love, something that helped us evolve, we transform it into something negative, reducing its value. By doing so, we disconnect from the parts of ourselves that were touched by that love. We close ourselves off from the lessons it had to offer. It's important to remember that love is not a finite resource. It doesn't deplete when we offer it to others. In fact, love multiplies when shared, growing stronger and more expansive with each connection. The love we have for others is a reflection of the love we have for ourselves, and it continuously expands as we practice it. This is why love can never be truly lost. Even if a relationship ends or fades away, the love we gave during that time is still a part of us. It has shaped who we are, added richness to our experience, and influenced how we will love in the future. When we insult someone we once loved, we also insult our own capacity to love. We diminish the value of our own emotions and the vulnerability we once shared. Each act of disrespect towards someone we once held dear creates a barrier, not only between us and them, but also between us and the love we have within ourselves. By holding on to anger or resentment, we are holding ourselves back from experiencing the fullness of love, both for others and for ourselves. Love is an extension of the self, and in choosing to let go of negativity and insults, we allow ourselves to experience a deeper, more authentic connection with the world around us. Furthermore, love is a powerful force that can transform not only our relationships but also our personal growth. When we truly understand that love is an extension of the self, we realize that every act of love, every word of kindness, every gesture of care is an act of self-expression. To love someone is to express a part of who we are, to show the world the depths of our own heart. To insult someone we once loved is to shut down that expression, to suppress the very essence of what makes us human. When we embrace love as an extension of ourselves, we open ourselves up to a richer, fuller experience of life. The way we treat those we once loved shapes the way we treat ourselves. If we can respect the love we gave, even after a relationship has ended, we honor ourselves. By doing so, we acknowledge that love is not a fleeting moment or a transaction, it is a part of who we are, something we carry with us. In this way, love continues to live on within us, constantly reminding us of our capacity to connect, to care, and to grow. Each relationship, each experience of love, adds to the person we are becoming. To insult someone we once loved is to deny the power of that love and the growth it brought into our lives. Love, in its truest sense, is an extension of who we are at our core. It is an expression of our highest self, of our capacity to connect with others on a deep and meaningful level. When we disrespect or insult those we once loved, we are not just dishonoring them, we are dishonoring ourselves. We are denying the very essence of what makes us human, our ability to love, to grow, and to evolve. If we choose to hold on to the beauty and the lessons of past loves, we create space for more love to enter our lives, for our hearts to expand and our souls to thrive. Love is a reflection of the self, and it is the key to unlocking deeper connections with both ourselves and the world around us. Healing is a journey that begins with kindness both to ourselves and to others. In a world that often emphasizes strength through harshness and self-reliance, it is easy to forget the transformative power of compassion. But true healing occurs when we embrace kindness, for it is in the soft, gentle embrace of love and understanding that our wounds begin to close. When we have been hurt, when we have experienced loss or disappointment, we tend to seek answers or solutions from external sources. Yet the most profound healing often arises from within, when we allow ourselves to be gentle, patient, and kind. And this healing is not only for ourselves, but also for the people we encounter along the way. Kindness is more than just a simple act of being nice. It is a force that has the power to mend not only the physical and emotional pain we experience, but also the scars left by words, misunderstandings, and unhealed wounds. When we are kind, we are allowing space for healing to occur. Think of kindness as the balm for emotional wounds, the salve that soothes the soul and brings peace to a troubled heart. It is in these small acts of kindness that we start to rebuild, to reshape our view of ourselves and the world around us. This kindness, once offered to others, often returns to us in the form of healing energy, renewing our spirit in ways we may not expect. One of the most profound ways kindness facilitates healing is by creating an environment of acceptance. We often carry guilt, shame, and regret from past actions, especially when we feel we have hurt others or fallen short of our own expectations. But kindness invites us to step out of self-judgment and into self-compassion. It teaches us that we are worthy of forgiveness, both from others and from ourselves. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we allow the process of emotional healing to unfold naturally. Instead of suppressing our feelings or judging ourselves harshly, kindness asks us to acknowledge our emotions, to accept them, and to move forward without carrying the burden of guilt or shame. The act of forgiving ourselves, allowing ourselves to heal through kindness, is the beginning of true emotional freedom. Moreover, kindness offers a way to break the cycle of hurt. Often when we are hurt, our instinct is to retaliate, to hurt back, or to hold on to anger and resentment. Yet this only perpetuates the cycle of pain. Kindness is the antidote to this cycle. By choosing kindness, we are choosing to stop the negative energy and create a space for healing instead. This is especially important when we interact with people we have loved in the past, for it is easy to fall into patterns of blame, bitterness, or regret. However, when we choose kindness, we interrupt that cycle and instead offer a healing presence. This not only benefits the other person, but it also benefits us, for it allows us to release negative emotions and move toward a more peaceful state of being. At its core, kindness is a reflection of our inner state of peace. When we are at peace with ourselves, when we have healed the wounds of our past, we are naturally inclined to offer kindness to others. This is because kindness is born out of love for ourselves, love for others, and love for life itself. It is a recognition that we are all interconnected, that our well-being is linked to the well-being of others. When we extend kindness to those we have once loved, we not only heal the relationship, but we also heal ourselves. The act of offering kindness to another human being is an acknowledgement of their humanity, of their struggles, and of their potential for growth. In doing so, we invite healing into our own hearts as we become more attuned to the needs of others and less focused on our own wounds. Healing through kindness also opens the door for forgiveness. When we are able to forgive, we free ourselves from the grip of past pain. Often, the most difficult part of healing is the inability to forgive either others or ourselves. But kindness offers a path to forgiveness. It allows us to soften the hardness in our hearts, to see the situation from a place of understanding and compassion. When we approach forgiveness with kindness, we are not doing it out of obligation, but out of a genuine desire to free ourselves from the emotional burden of the past. The process of forgiveness through kindness is transformative, as it allows us to release the grip that anger, bitterness, or resentment have on our lives. In our modern world, it is easy to become overwhelmed by negativity. We face challenges daily that test our patience, our resilience, and our capacity for compassion. Yet, it is in these moments of difficulty that kindness becomes even more powerful. In a world that may feel harsh and unforgiving, choosing kindness is an act of rebellion. It is a refusal to conform to a narrative of pain and suffering. Instead, we choose to be the source of healing in our lives and the lives of others. It is in our capacity for kindness that we discover the true strength of our character. We realize that healing is not about avoiding pain, but about learning to embrace it with kindness, allowing it to flow through us and out of us, transforming us into beings of love and understanding. When we approach life through the lens of kindness, we shift our entire perspective. No longer do we see ourselves as victims of circumstance, but as empowered individuals capable of creating healing in our lives and the lives of others. By being kind to ourselves and to others, we become agents of transformation, breaking the cycles of hurt and creating a future filled with hope and possibility. In this space of healing, we discover the power of love and kindness, not only as a force for good in the world, but also as a force for our own personal growth. The more we offer kindness, the more we heal, the more we expand, and the more we align with the highest version of ourselves. And in this alignment, we find peace. The energy we give to the world is not a one-way flow. It is a force that inevitably returns to us, magnified and shaped by the intentions behind it. Every thought, every action, and every word carries a vibration, an energy that ripples outward into the universe. What we send out into the world, whether it is positive or negative, has a direct impact on what returns to us. This is the fundamental law of energy. It moves in cycles, flowing from one person to the next, from one situation to another. The energy we give, whether consciously or unconsciously, is the energy that will return to us, often in ways we may not expect, but always in ways that reflect the essence of what we put out. I think of energy as a currency. We all have a certain amount of it, and we can choose how to spend it. If we invest our energy in kindness, patience, and love, that energy will return to us in the form of positive experiences, growth, and opportunities. When we offer compassion, understanding, and goodwill to others, we are investing in the kind of energy that will return to us when we need it most. It is not an immediate exchange, but a long-term investment in our own well-being. Positive energy always comes back in ways that might surprise us, through the kindness of others, the support we receive, or the blessings that seem to appear when we least expect them. This is the beauty of the energy exchange. It is cyclical, and what we give is never truly lost. It simply returns to us, often in a more powerful form. On the other hand, when we send out negative energy, resentment, anger, bitterness, or frustration, we invite those very emotions back into our own lives. The energy we put into the world creates a mirror effect, reflecting back to us what we have put out. Negative energy can cloud our experiences, create obstacles, and perpetuate a cycle of unhappiness. If we hold on to grudges, lash out in anger, or harbor ill will towards others, we are essentially creating a barrier that prevents positive energy from entering our lives. The energy we give creates a space that reflects our emotional state, and if that energy is negative, it will manifest in situations, relationships, and experiences that match the frequency of that negativity. One of the most powerful things about energy is that it is contagious. Just as a smile can brighten someone's day, a kind word can uplift someone's spirit, and a thoughtful action can change someone's perspective, energy spreads. When we radiate positive energy, it influences those around us. A simple act of kindness or compassion has the power to transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of the people we come into contact with. In this way, the energy we give does not just return to us in isolation. It creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate surroundings. This ripple effect can be profound. creating a chain of positivity and healing that flows from person to person, enriching the lives of everyone it touches. It is important to recognize that the energy we give is often tied to our own beliefs and perceptions. If we believe that the world is a harsh and unforgiving place, we may project that belief through negative energy. Imagine a life where you truly, deeply believe in the power of your own story, a world where every thought, every vision, every moment is filled with the anticipation of your own inevitable success. This is not a distant dream, nor is it wishful thinking. This is your reality waiting to be acknowledged, to be embraced. Every successful person who has ever walked this earth started with one unshakable truth. They believed in their story long before anyone else did. They saw the success in their mind, nurtured it, and held on to it relentlessly. Can you feel it? Can you begin to grasp what it would mean to believe so fiercely in your own success? Now, consider this: if you could only see yourself the way the universe already sees you. It sees a soul capable of greatness, a mind ripe with potential, a spirit ready to break free from all self-imposed limits. Yet, what holds us back? Doubt, hesitation, and the constant need for external validation. But today, let's set those aside. Today, let's shift our focus inward and discover the true essence of believing in our own success story. A story that is already written, waiting only for you to give it life. You stand on the edge of your own transformation. With every choice you make to believe, you draw closer to the life you've always desired. To doubt is to delay, but to believe, that is to accelerate. Your belief becomes the fuel, the energy, the force that drives your story into the world. If you feel the pull of that promise, stay with me now, for we are about to journey into the very heart of what it means to believe in your success story. This is your life we're speaking of, your dreams, your hopes, your legacy. And so I ask you to listen with an open heart and an open mind, for the words I am about to share may unlock a part of you that has been waiting to emerge. Let's walk through the path to your success story together, with 7 guiding keys to set you firmly on the path of belief and realization. To believe in your success story, you must first see yourself as already successful. This vision goes beyond mere daydreaming or a fleeting wish. It is an intentional, vivid act of imagining yourself in the very place you aspire to reach, as though you have already arrived. This mental image, if strong enough, becomes the foundation of your belief and fuels the actions that align with your success. Visualization is the first step in transforming your desires into reality, for it creates a blueprint of what you aim to achieve. The power of seeing yourself as already successful is a fundamental shift from hoping to having, from yearning to knowing. When you see yourself as already successful, you begin to experience the feelings that success would bring. Imagine in rich detail the joy, the satisfaction, and the fulfillment that accompany the achievement of your goals. You feel the confidence and the pride in what you have accomplished. Embracing these feelings, even before your success is visible to the outside world, changes you internally. You start to carry yourself differently. Your mindset adjusts to one of a person who has already achieved what they set out to accomplish. In your mind, you are no longer striving or wishing, but celebrating the reality of your success. Every action you take from this perspective becomes purposeful. You no longer operate out of doubt or uncertainty. Instead, you begin each day knowing that every step is part of your success story. For instance, when faced with challenges, seeing yourself as successful allows you to respond differently. Challenges are no longer threats to your progress, but rather opportunities to demonstrate resilience. Each obstacle transforms into a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey that strengthens your success rather than hindering it. By seeing yourself as successful, you anchor yourself in a mindset of perseverance, knowing that success is inevitable. This mental picture of your successful self should be as detailed as possible. Envision every aspect of your life as it would be if your dreams were already fulfilled. Where would you live? What kind of work would you be doing? How would you interact with others, and how would they perceive you? Consider the new experiences, relationships, and opportunities that would fill your life. See yourself engaging in the activities that represent your ideal life, each one contributing to your sense of fulfillment. By immersing yourself in this vivid vision, you make it real in your mind, and this reality, though unseen to others, is a powerful force that begins to shape your external world. The mind does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real. When you consistently see yourself as successful, your subconscious mind accepts this image as reality. It begins to operate as though you have already achieved what you desire, aligning your actions, attitudes, and habits to reflect this new self-perception. This shift is not magical, but it is transformative, as it prompts you to make choices and take steps that support this vision. As your subconscious aligns with this image of success, it eliminates behaviors that do not serve this purpose and replaces them with actions that drive you forward. As you visualize your success, it is essential to engage all your senses. Imagine the sights, sounds, smells, and sensations that would accompany your success. Feel the warmth of achievement, the pride in your accomplishments, and the excitement of new possibilities. Hear the supportive words of those around you acknowledging your success. By engaging fully with this image, you deepen your connection to it. This vividness strengthens your belief, making it easier to hold on to, even in moments of doubt. Seeing yourself as successful also influences the way you approach decisions. When you view yourself from this perspective, you no longer question whether you can achieve your goals. Instead, you ask, what is the next step to bring this vision into reality? This mindset change enables you to make choices that align with your success, as you are already living from the state of someone who has achieved it. Each decision, big or small, becomes a deliberate move toward your vision. Over time, this practice reshapes your identity. You begin to see yourself not as someone striving to become successful, but as someone who is already successful. Your habits and attitudes adjust to this new identity, influencing how you think, feel, and act daily. When challenges arise, you meet them with a confidence rooted in your self-image. The doubts that may have once held you back are replaced by a calm assurance that you are on the path to manifesting what is already within you. Seeing yourself as successful also affects your energy and the way you present yourself to the world. Confidence becomes a natural part of your demeanor. You no longer need external validation because you are already validated by your belief in your success. This self-assuredness attracts others who resonate with your vision, opening doors to relationships and opportunities that align with your path. Through this process, you cultivate a profound sense of purpose. The vision you hold of yourself as already successful becomes more than a mental exercise, it becomes a way of life. Each day, you move with the energy and mindset of a person who knows their worth and capability. The words we speak to ourselves carry immense power. Affirming your success daily is a practice that reshapes your internal dialogue, turning it into a tool of confidence and motivation. These affirmations act as reminders of the truth you're choosing to create, anchoring your mind in the belief that success is not only possible but inevitable. When you commit to affirming your success every day, you set a tone of certainty, as though your goals are already accomplished. This certainty shifts your mindset from a place of doubt and hesitation to a space of self-assurance and momentum. The first step in affirming your success is selecting words and phrases that resonate deeply with your desires and goals. These words should be specific, powerful, and personal to you. Phrases like, I am successful, I attract abundance, or I am resilient and capable might serve as a starting point, but the most effective affirmations are those that reflect your unique vision. They should evoke a feeling of pride, confidence, and excitement about the person you're becoming and the life you're building. By choosing affirmations that feel genuine and empowering, you allow these statements to take root within your subconscious, slowly transforming how you view yourself and what you believe is possible. When you say these affirmations, speak them with conviction. The words themselves are important, but the energy and belief behind them are what make them powerful. Imagine the difference between saying, I am successful with an apathetic tone versus a confident, energized one. Your mind responds to the emotional weight you give to these affirmations, so speaking them with a sense of certainty is key. Even if you're not fully convinced of them yet, Saying them with determination helps bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Over time, your mind will begin to accept these statements as reality, molding your self-image around them. Consistency is crucial in this practice. By affirming your success every day, you create a positive pattern that reinforces your goals and keeps them at the forefront of your mind. Much like a muscle that grows stronger with repeated use, the more you affirm your success, the more deeply rooted your belief in it becomes. Make it a daily ritual, whether it's in the morning as you wake up, during a quiet moment in the day, or before bed. The timing doesn't matter as much as the commitment to making it a regular practice. This consistent repetition rewires your brain, gradually building a mindset that defaults to success rather than self-doubt. Another powerful way to affirm your success is to combine spoken words with visualization. As you repeat your affirmations, close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals. See the moments of accomplishment, the joy of success, and the fulfillment of your dreams. This mental imagery, paired with affirming words, strengthens the connection between belief and reality. Visualizing while affirming allows you to feel the emotions associated with success, creating a deeper impact on your subconscious mind. This practice not only solidifies your belief but also enhances your motivation, as it reminds you of why you're working toward these goals in the first place. Writing down your affirmations can also amplify their impact. When you write, you engage more senses, reinforcing the message in a tangible form. Consider journaling your affirmations, where each day you write out the same phrases, a way to embed them into your consciousness. Writing them out daily brings a sense of intention and commitment to the process. It's not just a passing thought or a fleeting wish, it's a declaration you're willing to put on paper, a physical manifestation of your belief. The act of writing down these affirmations serves as a gentle yet powerful reminder of your goals and the determination you have to reach them. Affirmations also help you redirect negative thoughts when they arise. Doubt is a natural part of any journey, but by having these affirmations in your mental toolkit, you have something to lean on when self-doubt creeps in. If you find yourself questioning your abilities or your path, use an affirmation to refocus. Phrases like "I am capable of overcoming any challenge" or "every step brings me closer to success" can ground you and remind you of your potential. These affirmations act as a shield against negativity, allowing you to regain your composure and return to a positive, empowered mindset. Over time, daily affirmations shift the way you speak to yourself on a subconscious level. They become embedded in your self-talk, influencing the way you think about your abilities and your goals. Instead of focusing on limitations, your mind gravitates towards possibilities. Instead of dwelling on setbacks, you see them as temporary obstacles on a path you are destined to conquer. This shift in perspective is subtle at first, but transformative in the long run, creating a foundation of resilience and confidence that supports your success. Affirming your success daily also creates a ripple effect in your life, influencing how you interact with others. When you consistently tell yourself that you are capable, worthy, and destined for success, this confidence reflects in your actions, body language, and communication. You become more assertive, more self-assured, and more willing to take risks. This energy often draws people towards you who share a similar outlook, creating an environment of positivity and mutual support. As others begin to see you as successful, their reactions further reinforce your self-belief, creating a cycle of affirmation and recognition. The journey to success is rarely a smooth path. It is often lined with obstacles, detours, and unexpected challenges. Yet each challenge presents a unique opportunity for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. When you embrace challenges as growth opportunities, you transform potential setbacks into stepping stones, and instead of fearing or resisting difficulty, you view it as a necessary part of your development. Each obstacle becomes a lesson, each struggle a teacher, showing you more about who you are, what you are capable of, and how deeply you desire to achieve your goals. This shift in mindset is essential, as it allows you to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of any journey with grace and determination. Every challenge you face has the potential to make you stronger. Just as muscles grow by being stretched and stressed, So too does your character develop through adversity. When you encounter difficulties, they test your resilience, your patience, and your resourcefulness. By tackling these obstacles head-on, you strengthen your resolve, building a foundation of inner strength that will support you through future trials. These challenges push you beyond your comfort zone, encouraging you to tap into skills and qualities you may not have realized you possessed. In this way, each challenge becomes an invitation to expand, to go beyond what you thought was possible for yourself. One of the most valuable aspects of viewing challenges as growth opportunities is that it shifts your focus from the immediate discomfort to the long-term benefits. Instead of seeing difficulties as threats to your success, you begin to see them as integral parts of the process that shape you into the person you need to become. With each challenge, you gain new insights and wisdom, accumulating experience that not only brings you closer to your goals, but also prepares you to handle even greater success. These experiences teach you resilience, adaptability, and the art of problem-solving qualities that are essential for anyone seeking lasting achievement. Embracing challenges requires a mindset shift from seeing failure as something to avoid to viewing it as a valuable teacher. In this light, failure is not an endpoint but a stepping stone, a part of the learning process that brings you closer to your desired outcome. When you embrace the possibility of failure, you allow yourself to take risks and explore new avenues without the fear of setback. Each failure simply becomes feedback, helping you to adjust your approach and refine your strategy. This perspective enables you to learn from your mistakes, turning each misstep into a meaningful lesson that ultimately strengthens your path to success. Moreover, challenges reveal hidden strengths and talents. There are aspects of yourself that you may not be fully aware of until you are placed in a position that demands their use. Perhaps a difficult project reveals your skill in leadership, or a setback exposes your capacity for patience and perseverance. When you approach challenges with an open mind, they become mirrors, reflecting back to you aspects of yourself that you can further develop and refine. In this way, challenges help you to grow not only toward your goals, but also toward a fuller, more realized version of yourself. Each challenge you face also helps build mental toughness, a trait that is crucial for sustaining success over the long term. Mental toughness allows you to remain focused and positive, even when circumstances are less than ideal. When you encounter difficult situations, embrace them as opportunities to practice endurance, persistence, and optimism. By consistently pushing through challenges, you develop a mindset that is resilient and unshakable. This mental toughness will carry you forward, helping you to remain centered and focused no matter what obstacles arise on your path to success. Challenges are also an opportunity to refine your vision and clarify your goals. Sometimes when we encounter obstacles, it prompts us to reevaluate our desires and assess whether we are truly aligned with our purpose. This reflection can bring a renewed sense of commitment and determination, or lead us to adjust our course in a way that feels more authentic and aligned. By welcoming challenges, you are inviting a deeper level of self-awareness and insight, learning more about what truly drives you and what is worth pursuing with all of your energy. Beyond personal growth, challenges provide you with a chance to inspire and uplift others. As you overcome obstacles, your story becomes a source of motivation for those who face similar struggles. By embracing your challenges and using them as opportunities for growth, you demonstrate resilience and courage that can positively influence those around you. People look to those who have faced difficulties and come out stronger on the other side. Your journey through challenges, when shared with others, becomes a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding them that they too can overcome and succeed. Embracing challenges also fosters a sense of gratitude. When you encounter and overcome obstacles, you gain a deeper appreciation for the moments of ease and accomplishment. The contrast between struggle and success makes each milestone on your journey even more meaningful. This gratitude reinforces your motivation and reminds you of how far you've come, creating a positive cycle that propels you forward. The more you embrace challenges with a grateful heart, the more resilient and adaptable you become, as each experience adds depth and richness to your journey. Through this perspective, Challenges are no longer seen as roadblocks, but as essential parts of the path to success. They are experiences that shape you, grow you, and prepare you for the achievements that lie ahead. Embracing them with an open heart and mind transforms your journey, making it one of continuous learning, development, and self-discovery. As you face each challenge, you step closer to your fullest potential, equipped with the knowledge, strength, and resilience that only adversity can provide. Surrounding yourself with belief is one of the most powerful things you can do to accelerate your journey towards success. Belief, when nurtured in your environment, becomes a force that reinforces your own confidence and determination. Imagine being constantly surrounded by people who not only believe in their own potential, but also wholeheartedly believe in yours. This support acts as a powerful motivator, grounding you during challenging times and propelling you forward. When you choose to surround yourself with belief, you're setting the stage for a reality in which doubts are replaced with encouragement, limitations are transformed into possibilities, and the journey becomes both supported and enriched. The people around you play a significant role in shaping your mindset. If they believe in your dreams, it's as if they're adding fuel to your vision, constantly reminding you of what you're capable of achieving. When those closest to you encourage your goals, they help lift you up, making each step toward success a little bit lighter. This sense of camaraderie and shared belief creates a ripple effect that strengthens your own inner conviction. By surrounding yourself with people who hold a strong belief in your abilities, you essentially build a network of support that acts as a safety net, catching you in moments of doubt and inspiring you to keep going. It's essential to be selective about the voices you allow into your life. Negative influences or people who express skepticism can weigh you down, creating mental resistance that impedes your progress. In contrast, people who encourage you, who speak to you as though your dreams are already within reach, reinforce your confidence and bring a sense of assurance to your journey. Surround yourself with individuals who celebrate your successes, who understand the importance of persistence, and who inspire you to aim higher. These positive voices form a supportive atmosphere that allows you to stay focused on your goals, reminding you that success is not just possible but inevitable. Belief is also contagious. When you are in the company of people who are actively pursuing their dreams, you start to absorb their energy, ambition, and drive. Their success stories and resilience in the face of challenges show you what's possible, encouraging you to push through your own obstacles. Seeing others thrive instills a belief within you that if they can achieve their goals, so can you. This community of belief creates a positive cycle where everyone feeds off one another's energy, pushing each other to rise to new levels. The more you surround yourself with individuals who believe in growth and possibility, the more likely you are to adopt that same mindset for yourself. Being surrounded by belief also keeps you grounded in your vision during difficult times. There will be moments when doubts arise, when progress seems slow, or when setbacks feel overwhelming. In those times, the belief of others can serve as a powerful anchor. When you're surrounded by people who remind you of your strengths and potential, they help you maintain perspective, keeping you connected to the bigger picture, even in the face of temporary challenges. Their belief in you becomes a steadying force, reassuring you that setbacks are simply part of the journey, and that your success is still within reach. Creating a circle of belief doesn't happen by chance. It's a conscious decision to seek out and nurture relationships that uplift and support you. You might find these individuals among friends, family, mentors, or peers who share similar goals. Engage with people who inspire you, who have faced their own challenges and emerged stronger. Seek out mentors who have walked a similar path, whose experiences can guide you, and whose belief in you is rooted in their understanding of what it takes to achieve success. With these people by your side, you'll find yourself fortified by a community that understands and supports your ambitions. This circle of belief extends beyond just personal relationships, but you can also cultivate belief by immersing yourself in empowering environments and media. Books, podcasts, and talks by those who have succeeded in their fields can offer invaluable insights and inspiration. Learning from others' stories reinforces your own belief and reminds you that countless others have faced similar struggles and triumphed. By regularly engaging with motivational content, and surrounding yourself with voices of encouragement, you create an environment that keeps your mind focused on growth and possibility, even when challenges arise. Moreover, surrounding yourself with belief goes beyond receiving encouragement. It also involves learning to trust yourself. When you're in a supportive environment, you start to internalize the encouragement and develop a stronger self-belief. The external belief shown by others serves as a mirror, reflecting back to you the confidence and strength that may sometimes feel elusive. Over time, this external support becomes part of your own mindset, helping you build an inner foundation of unwavering self-belief that will support you long after you've achieved your current goals. Surrounding yourself with belief is also about fostering reciprocal relationships. When you believe in others and offer them support, you contribute to an environment of mutual encouragement and inspiration. By helping others recognize their potential, you strengthen your own belief in success, creating a community where everyone is committed to growth and achievement. This shared belief becomes a powerful force, building a foundation of collective strength that benefits everyone involved. In this atmosphere of mutual support and belief, you are more likely to take bold actions, to push beyond limits, and to view challenges as opportunities. The collective belief of those around you reinforces the notion that success is not just a dream, but a reality waiting to be claimed. When you act as if success is already yours, you align your thoughts, actions, and beliefs with the reality you wish to create. This mindset isn't about pretending or wishful thinking. It's about embodying the qualities, behaviors, and decisions that reflect the life of someone who has already achieved their goals. Acting as if success is already yours places you mentally and emotionally in the position of having what you desire, shaping your outlook and responses to the world in ways that draw you closer to your goals. When you carry yourself with this level of confidence and clarity, you naturally attract opportunities, resources, and connections that align with your vision. Acting as if starts with visualizing what success means to you and identifying the characteristics of the person who has reached that level. How does this version of you handle challenges? How do they make decisions, interact with others, and structure their day? By bringing these characteristics into your daily life, you begin to create a powerful alignment between your present actions and your future vision. For instance, if your successful self is disciplined, confident, and focused, then adopting these behaviors today makes you a direct match for the reality you're seeking. It's a powerful way to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be, using the habits and mindset of success to pave the way forward. One of the key aspects of acting as if is changing the language you use with yourself and others. When you speak with the conviction of someone who is already successful, you reinforce the belief that your goals are not just possible but inevitable. Instead of saying, "I hope I'll achieve this," start saying, "I am achieving this shift from I want to, I am." This change in language might seem subtle, but it has a profound impact on your mindset and outlook. The words you choose carry energy, shaping your internal dialogue and the way you approach each task and opportunity. Speaking as if you have already succeeded brings a sense of confidence and certainty to everything you do. Another essential part of acting as if success is already yours is embodying the confidence that comes with achievement. Confidence isn't just about feeling good, it's a reflection of your belief in your abilities and your readiness to take on challenges. When you walk into situations with the confidence of someone who has already succeeded, you send a powerful message to yourself and to those around you that you are capable and prepared. This confidence is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who believe in themselves and their purpose. By consistently carrying yourself with poise and self-assurance, you open doors to new possibilities and invite respect and support from others. Acting as if also involves taking responsibility for your life and decisions as a successful person would. Success requires accountability, discipline, and commitment to a larger vision. When you start making decisions with the mindset of someone who has already achieved success, you make choices that support your growth, even if they're challenging or inconvenient. This approach might mean prioritizing long-term goals over short-term gratification or choosing to work through challenges instead of avoiding them. Acting as if success is already yours means that you're fully committed to making choices that serve your ultimate vision, no matter the obstacles in the way. Additionally, acting as if success is already yours involves adopting a solution-oriented mindset. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but successful people see them as stepping stones rather than barriers. When you think and respond like someone who has already achieved success, you approach difficulties with resilience, always looking for a way forward. Instead of viewing obstacles as failures, you see them as opportunities to learn and grow. This shift in perspective keeps you focused on solutions and helps you maintain momentum, even during difficult times. By acting as if success is a given, you develop the mental flexibility to navigate any roadblock with confidence and creativity. A powerful way to act as if success is already yours is by developing habits that align with your goals. If the person you want to become wakes up early, exercises regularly, or devotes time to learning new skills, start integrating these habits into your life today. Habits are the building blocks of success, and by adopting routines that support your vision, you actively reinforce the belief that success is already yours. Each small action, from practicing self-discipline to setting aside time for personal growth, brings you one step closer to the reality you're working to create. Over time, these habits compound, creating a lifestyle that is consistent with the success you envision. Creating a supportive environment is another crucial part of acting as if. Your surroundings should reflect the reality you are striving for, whether it's organizing your workspace, dressing in a way that makes you feel confident, or engaging with people who inspire you. When your environment aligns with your goals, it reinforces the belief that success is not only achievable but also present. This alignment goes beyond material changes. It's about cultivating a space that supports your aspirations, surrounding yourself with reminders of your potential, and removing distractions or influences that detract from your vision. By creating an environment that supports your success, you make it easier to stay focused and motivated. Acting as if success is already yours means continually seeking growth and improvement. Successful people are committed to learning, evolving, and becoming better versions of themselves. When you adopt this mindset, you treat every experience as an opportunity to refine your skills and broaden your understanding. This dedication to growth makes you adaptable and resilient, qualities that are essential for achieving and sustaining success. By actively seeking self-improvement and embracing lifelong learning, you align yourself with the continuous growth that characterizes successful individuals, paving the way for ongoing achievements and fulfillment. Trusting the timing of your journey is a powerful act of faith that allows you to move forward with confidence, even when things seem uncertain. In a world that often emphasizes speed and instant gratification, it can be difficult to believe that there's a natural timing to everything. But trusting that things are unfolding as they should can bring a deep sense of peace and purpose to your life. When you understand that each experience, each delay, and each opportunity has a role to play, you allow yourself to embrace the present moment without rushing or forcing outcomes. Trusting the timing of your journey doesn't mean you give up on your ambitions. It means you accept that every step along the way serves a purpose, leading you toward your goals in the most aligned way possible. Every journey has its own rhythm, its own pace, and its own series of lessons. Sometimes the timing might feel slower than you'd like, while other times it might seem as if everything is happening all at once. These ebbs and flows are a natural part of growth, teaching you patience, resilience, and adaptability. Trusting the timing of your journey means understanding that there is value in each phase, even those that feel like setbacks. The pauses, challenges, and unexpected turns are opportunities for inner growth, preparing you for the success you envision. Each experience builds your character and strengthens your ability to handle the responsibilities that come with achieving your goals. When you trust in the timing of your journey, you're less likely to compare yourself to others. It's easy to look around and feel discouraged by others who seem to be advancing faster or achieving more. But everyone is on their own unique path, and what's right for one person might not be right for another. Trusting your timing allows you to stay focused on your own progress, recognizing that your path is unfolding exactly as it should. You begin to understand that comparing your journey to someone else's is not only unproductive, but also takes away from the energy you could be investing in your own growth. When you stay centered in your journey, you free yourself from unnecessary doubts and insecurities, allowing yourself to celebrate each small victory along the way. Another key element of trusting the timing of your journey is learning to see value in the process itself. Often we become so focused on reaching our goals that we overlook the lessons and growth available in each step of the journey. Trusting the timing means appreciating the process, recognizing that each phase has something to teach you, whether it's patience, perseverance, or adaptability. Each experience you encounter adds layers to your understanding and prepares you for the next stage. This trust in the process helps you become more resilient as you learn to navigate challenges with a sense of purpose, knowing that even the difficult times are part of a larger picture that is leading you toward your dreams. Patience is a significant part of trusting the timing of your journey. It's natural to want quick results, but lasting success is often built over time. Patience allows you to work diligently without feeling frustrated or discouraged by the pace of progress. When you trust that things are unfolding at the right time, you're able to stay committed and focused, even during periods of apparent stillness. Patience gives you the strength to keep going, to continue putting in the effort, and to maintain a positive attitude. Instead of seeing time as an obstacle, you start to view it as a friend, an ally that is helping you grow in ways that are essential to achieving your dreams. Trusting the timing also means letting go of control. Often we want to plan every detail, predict every outcome, and control every variable, but life rarely follows a rigid plan. By letting go of the need for control, you allow space for spontaneity, creativity, and unexpected opportunities to arise. Trusting the timing means being open to the unknown, allowing yourself to be flexible and adaptable. This openness doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means being willing to adjust your approach when necessary, understanding that the journey might not look exactly as you had planned. By releasing control, you give yourself the freedom to embrace whatever comes, knowing that each experience is a stepping stone toward your ultimate vision. Another aspect of trusting the timing of your journey is recognizing that sometimes delays or obstacles are not setbacks but redirections. There may be moments when things don't go as expected, or when opportunities you thought were certain seem to slip away. In those moments, it's easy to feel disheartened, but trusting the timing means understanding that these apparent setbacks might actually be guiding you to something better. Each obstacle can serve as a catalyst for reflection, helping you to gain clarity on what truly matters and refine your approach. By trusting that these redirections are part of your journey, you allow yourself to move forward with greater clarity and intention, ready to embrace whatever lies ahead. Trusting the timing also enhances your gratitude for the present moment. When you believe that everything is happening as it should, you begin to appreciate what you have and where you are right now. Instead of constantly reaching for the future, you find value in the present, knowing that this moment is an essential part of your journey. Gratitude for the present helps you cultivate a mindset of abundance, where you feel fulfilled by what you already have, rather than feeling restless for more. This sense of fulfillment keeps you grounded and positive, allowing you to enjoy the journey, rather than seeing it as merely a means to an end. Trusting the timing of your journey encourages you to focus on personal growth, rather than solely on external achievements. When you trust that things are unfolding at the right pace, you become more attuned to your inner development, recognizing that true success is not just about reaching a destination, but about who you become along the way. This trust allows you to grow with each experience, nurturing qualities like resilience, patience, and self-belief that will serve you long after you've reached your goals. Trusting the timing, therefore, transforms your journey into a holistic experience, where the focus is not only on achieving external success, but also on cultivating a sense of inner fulfillment and purpose. As you walk your path, remember that believing in your success story is the most powerful choice you can make. It's a commitment to see yourself not as you are today, but as the person you know you're destined to become. By envisioning your success, affirming it daily, embracing every challenge, and surrounding yourself with support, you are actively shaping your reality. Trust in the timing of your journey. Act with confidence as if success is already yours, and carry the unshakable conviction that you are meant to fulfill your dreams. This belief will be your guide, your strength, and your constant reminder that anything is possible.